Well, I've had quite a little adventure this morning. Pants is taken, thank you for the host. So the other day I kind of tripped on my microphone cable, and that, let's see, in turn, could have also moved my seat, I'm not sure which. In turn, broke a little bit off of my USB interface. So I think that ended up being a trace that was part of the microphone input on the front panel, which thankfully I don't use very often. But it also, that was part of the support that was holding the panel in. So for the moment, I've just got some of the front drive panels out so I can support it when I need to plug something in. I'll have to see if I can find a more permanent solution to that later. But I took the opportunity to get a whole lot of dust out of the case while I was at it. I still got things a little bit loose, so I can go in and try to find a more permanent solution later. Meanwhile, Qt finally installed! In other news, they're testing the hurricane alarms. Tornado alarms. So Qt, from what they're saying, it looks like we want version number. Oh, interesting. They have both for 15 and only 64 for each. Oh. If anything, I would expect this one to be not 64. This one to be bridge, and this one to be 64 only. Well, we think we're targeting this one. So that is the path we're going to want to set up for qtdir in environment variables. Okay, yeah, we set something up here just to kind of get that in place. Oh, and I pasted in the entire thing, not... Okay. Alright, these should be in depths path. This is a note. Run cmake GUI, they suggest. And we ran this once, but let's see if this can figure stuff out. Some of these became not read. Is that the ones that were recently updated? It says configuration done. Display new values in red. Okay, so yeah, found Qt stuff. Alright, so configure seems to have adapted. I think that worked. Destructively phased, thank you for the host. In the build subdirectory. Is that what we opened? There's a whole bunch of OBS projects here, so I hope so. Build subdirectory. So does that mean configuration manager debug? Okay. So for now, we just want to build. And we'll have to see about debugging. Yeah, I don't know if we can like attach to a frozen process or if we just need to actually run it in debugging mode. Also, I might need to go back to the exact version I'm at to narrow down what's going on. This is master now. So things could be a little bit different. Also, they don't give... I mean, it's... actually, I should make sure compiling is going to heat me up here. Ooh, NixOS. Neat. I like the idea, I just never got around to playing with it. You know what, actually when I first got this computer, I was trying some multi-boot scenarios, and the Nix installer didn't work for me. Okay, so there's nothing else here about, like, install, build from source. If I have to do any code, I'll have to get back to that. Yeah, we found the docs. Okay, so right now, I don't have anything else that I really need to get started here. Build succeeded. Actually, well, let's... Can I just run without debugging? Or do I just go into the output directory and run it? OBS Studio build. Render? Oh, yep, bin data. Now, what did we need to do? OBS, what do you call it? Portable mode. OBS Studio. Create a file called portablemode.txt in your main folder. Which would be this, right? Well, let's see. We've got one that we're currently using in portable mode. No, don't move the thing I'm trying to click on. Okay, uninstaller. It's going to appear as first run because it's all local settings. No. Alright, so now we have to replicate our setup. So scripts. Oh, I had plugins installed too. Now the actual script, well, a minimal test is still a better test, I guess. So we've got you, and then we needed a... Oh, gotta have a scene first. It's scene 2. We were using a text. It was okay. Filters. Animal crash. Doesn't actually render. That's expected. And then we got script log. Actually, I'm going to need to be able to see this. Oh, already. Need attach to process. It'd be cool if I could actually recognize. Oh. We've only got scripts open in that one. I seem to still be running in there. All right, process memory. Flat events. CPU seems to be flat. All right. OS sleep to nanoseconds. Where is my call stack? Audio thread. Is there... threads? Oh, wow. How about main thread? I don't know. Pthread mutex lock. Wasn't that interesting? I mean, it's not a surprising place to be. Enum sources, you say? It's in scripting, all right. Call func. Reload properties. Reload scripts clicked. Reload properties. Script get properties. Which does enum sources. Now, what I've seen before is that I usually see the filter create before anything. But this is Lua script get properties. Yeah, OBS script get properties. The filter stuff. The filter properties aren't visible. The filter stuff happens before. So what we do is we go here. So that's a break. So how do we do breakpoint? And then restart. Oh, no, I don't. I want restart. I want debug, continue. Oh, well, the window's movable now. But not, yeah, okay. Well, it's more than it is under normal circumstances, but maybe the debugger's doing something. Now there is some odd indentation here. It looks like this file was done. What does that look like? This looks like indented too far. It has more spaces. Tools. Options. Text editor. General. It's going to be C, C++. Well, that's text editor. Oh, all languages? Oh. Tabs. Oh, this is all languages, though, so that's probably set under here. Yeah. That doesn't look better. Looks like need more tabs? Is that customize or options? No, wait, this else is straight up spaces. So this might be 8 even? Could it be 6? I mean, this is sorta consistent. This is why I don't like tabs. You end up with these mixed tabs and spaces. If you use it strictly for indent level, it can be okay, but... Thanks, Java. No. This is not great. So this section looks sort of reasonable. So we have not hit our breakpoint. Oh, no, stop debugging. Debug, attached process. All right, main thread. Can I dump this somehow? No. Visual Studio export stack trace. Unit test results. Oh, we're 3 sharper. Pasted stack trace. Print? in the immediate window. Oh, no, wait, this is... maybe in the immediate window it would work? Maybe? Where's the immediate window? Maybe that's only a thing in C#. Because that looked like a C#. Yeah, this is a lot of C# stuff. Let's see if the OBS guys know. No, we need this window. No, not a new window. I built OBS and what I think is the freeze when reloading my script. Can I export the stack trace to report it? So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, let's see if we can actually figure out what's going on here. Let's see, do I need... I'm not really using this window. You know what, I can kind of keep an eye on this over in the other window. So we've got a mutex lock. Locked long MX lock IDX. Is -1 a good lock IDX? And a -1 MX event. It's a void pointer. Wait for single object infinite. And this is in enum sources. What are you waiting on? Okay, so it's pthread mutex lock is what we got here. OBS data sources mutex. Aha! Now this is like OBS. So this is like, must be a global data sources mutex. So who might be holding a sources mutex? I got a lot of threads. Okay, so NT is not stuff we can look at. This is an event, hotkey thread. Timed wait, hotkey stop event. Doesn't seem likely. Sleep audio thread, probably not. Okay, this is apparently a system thing again. This is a video thread. A video update semaphore. I mean, it might have to be iterating sources. Tick sources. Huh. Lua source video. pthread mutex definition mutex. Sources mutex. Tick sources. Video tick. Info.videotick. Scripting. If have func video tick. That's why the size of the properties function mattered. Was how much time did you spend in that properties function doing your enumeration? Uh, all right. So OBS project forum. They get a lot of bug reports. I'm pretty sure it puts a mark on ones that are mine. I don't remember when I reported this. Watch threads. Yeah, this was Saturday. Maybe I didn't go back far enough. Built OBS and found deadlock in debugger. It is on what should we call this? Not definition mutex. Sources mutex. So actually I also theoretically know how to solve it. Don't iterate sources, or at least not in... Oh, they're in different threads. Oh, that's ugly. No. That sources mutex. But you're waiting for definition mutex. Enum sources. Static and enum sources. Data here is the script data. Oh, that might be it. They're both doing script things. Now I have to find video tick again. It was one of these? No. One of these? No. And that's the hotkey thread. Just clear which one you were on. Source video tick. So this is scripting. What's LF? That video tick. Ah, lock script, which must be a... Yep, data mutex. So, Lua source video tick is... Oh, actually, we are not building up to dev anymore. We are now... C, OBS, tracking down... tracking down deadlock. All right, so I guess flag is so you can identify the threads you care about. I hope that's what it means. I wish you could. There we go. Yay, somewhat discoverable UI. All right, so main though, we can establish that it is a conflict between OBS sources, mutex, and the individual script mutex, which occurs when the source has a video tick and a properties function which enumerates sources, at least. I didn't try to edit. I've not tried to exhaustively. Have not tried to exhaustively search for cases, and I did not isolate the property source enum as a single cause. All right, so let's see if we can break this down. Also, where is... That is my local copy. OBS Studio. Get status minus V. Oh, get log. Really? I thought this version of the console didn't have this problem. I compiled with all right, so now we have a basis where we can actually report things. So I don't know which one really happened first. So video tick, I guess we call it the graphics thread. All right, tick sources takes the mutex lock. Yeah, this is a straight up mutex inversion. Tick sources takes the sources lock. Takes the sources mutex. Then when it... I was thinking that I was going to report line numbers, but I guess that's not super necessary. It's a script-defined source, filter in this case, takes the script. Now what's interesting is that seems much more likely to happen when I return after a while. Maybe OBS is like catching up on the video ticks or something. It is stuck at an infinite that's from lock script. From OBS Lua source video tick. Main thread get properties. Yeah, there we go. Main thread takes the script lock in OBS Lua script get properties. And this is, yeah. And then the scripts properties function calls OBS enum sources. OBS enum sources, which attempts to take the sources mutex. Now to see if I can find a way to work around this in my script. And it's source as mutex to be proper about things. Source as. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm well enough versed in mutex games in Deadlock to propose a solution for this. We can certainly think about it, but that is the So, I mean, it makes sense in both of their contexts. One is going through all the sources, and it has the possibility to hit a script source. One is going through a script function and wants to enumerate the sources. Actually, this would probably be a good idea for a little bit of research. Mutex. This might be general. We'll see. That's C sharp. Deadlock. Yeah, by establishing an order in which locks are required, a lock hierarchy. Which... the only way I could see doing that would be to always acquire the source's mutex before calling script functions. Or at least properties. Since like the OBS ships with examples of how to enumerate sources, that appears to be an intended function very much. Not always optimal, yeah. And fail if they cannot. Oh. Okay, so that gets a little bit complicated. So what would we do in that scenario? I guess... Puppy the Newbie, thank you for following me. I'm glad you like watching me puzzle through hard computing problems. Deadlocks are heading to scheduling, locking guidelines. The video tick is kind of holding sources mutex for a while. Are you working on threads? Well, kind of. I had a bug in OBS that was really obnoxious and hard to reproduce, so I built OBS so I could attach a debugger to it and see what was going on, and I actually found it pretty quick. So I just added to my bug report. We've got a classic, priority inversion. That might not be the right term. So one source takes, mutex A, and then mutex B, that takes mutex B, and then mutex A. I can go into the details of that within OBS if you're interested. Let's get that over there if you're going to try reading it while I research. Windows. While I continue researching. Okay, so the GitHub site has install instructions and a little bit of stuff. There is this is the API. LibOBS threads, graphics thread, video thread, audio thread. Nothing too specific about threads there. But I mostly use this for like libOBS API. Yeah, nothing really in the docs about that. Back in design, threading. Set thread name. There's the events. I think they might be using some of the pthread stuff through some abstractions. Haven't got too far into that. But yeah, they got some docs. So this is just saying there might be trivariants. And I don't know if I haven't done enough threading I can necessarily find a solution for this, but it's something I can think about because it's This is probably going to go, I don't know if it's going to go very high on their to-do list. Also, it's not immediately obvious to me how I, as a script author, would solve this. Because all the locks, well, the script lock has to be taken if we're in a script. Video tick doesn't matter about its contents. It's just if it's calling a script-defined video tick. Actually, that I might be able to work around. Because I'm just using it to update the size of the source. I kind of felt I was copying somebody else who was doing that, but they probably weren't enumerating sources. So I might just be able to avoid using video tick because I kind of need to enumerate sources, I think. And I'm going to have to do that somewhere in a script function. Locking in predefined order. Yeah, so this is mutual exclusion, hold and wait, no preemption, circular wait. Yeah. What is pthreads, I think? So this is just a simple example. Platform is scheduler. Thread 1 and thread 2, lock BA's mutex, tries to lock on B1's mutex. Create bank account. B1, BA2, a bank account has a mutex. Pthread create deposit. Oh, because deposit is a it's an A to B, so they just have the two of them. Their A's are reversed, so they can get crossed up. Predefined. You said will lock on the basis of the bank account ID. Okay, that I don't think that really applies to my situation. Forgetting to unlock. Use throwing what could be done concurrently. Apples and pears. Oh, they're doing some C++ stuff. The GUI is made in Qt. In fact, I didn't get to do this yesterday because the downloading and installing Qt took like hours. So I let that run in the background and went back to doing some script development for a while, putting up with all the deadlock crashes. Or deadlock and force quit. And sometime after this morning stream ended, I went back and finished installing Qt so I could continue today and actually get it built. Print guard, bag guard. Oh, print guard and print. Code for throwing up. Okay, so we got actually two things. So this is just kind of concurrent threads. Well, they're both doing mutexes. This is a little bit of an obtuse example. Okay, so I guess that this is a little bit of a crossed thing. Stand, count, and bag. Okay, I kind of see what's going on here. Lock the mutexes in the same order. Oh, interesting. So anytime you do one, you do both? I mean, that's a fairly C++ specific thing. Also, I don't know if you'd wanted to be doing both of these. And this looks like it may be another very object-based type thing. Oh, is this like an object initialization is resource acquisition? Is that the right thing? I don't think we want. Right before left, okay. Waiting state. All of the mutual exclusion must be held in a non-shareable mode. Oh, that must be the release. By canceling and restarting the first process. Currently holding one resource. Yeah, the script in the source list. Ostrich algorithm. I'm Linux and Unix. Deadlock detection. First come, first serve policy. Breaking the symmetry. Prevented by breaking the symmetry. That no process level exclusive access possible for resources that cannot be spooled. Hold and wait. To request all the resources they will need before starting up. Yeah, some of the script functions would have to request the sources mutex because you might request it in a function. Yeah. It's advanced knowledge is really difficult to satisfy. Only when it has request resources only when it has none. Thus, they must first release all their currently held resources before requesting all the resources they will need from scratch. This is often too impractical. I'll have a resource for a certain amount of time. Disabling interrupts. These are threads. I don't think this is really live lock. All right, so the solution for me is probably to find a way to measure my target source size without having to use video tick, because that removes one side of the problem. All right, so debug. Yeah, just terminate. We don't need that instance. So, actually, it would be nice to continue using the one we can debug. And I'm not really doing anything with the Qt right now. Yeah, okay. Build. Bin. And I guess to be accurate right now, I'm moving back to Lua OBS script. Lua OBS script, trying to work around OBS deadlock. Alright, so now we do need a window. Alright, file context, script mic check. I got so many like debugging scripts here. Alright, so video tick is our problem. Is video render going to hold the sources mutex too? That could be scary. Video tick holds the sources mutex, which can conflict with property enumeration in the script. Also, I did so many. Okay, so script properties. Oh. Well, it was only the script load and properties. But I mean, it's not properties per se. It's enumerating sources and scripts. So this is something we have to do regularly. Script properties doesn't happen too often, but it pretty much only happens on the reloads. So that would be either in script load or properties when we are trying to hook source, or these both do enumeration. And I could, well, exam is a thing I do in several places, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in a couple of places. So it doesn't necessarily make sense to bring that in. Okay, so I do not have my convenient launch, but hopefully I don't need to launch it as much. Alright, tools, scripts. Oh. Okay, that was the only case. Attach the process. Scripts. Oh. So we stop at a breakpoint, or... Okay, my main OBS is still running. Too many windows. Yeah, this does not seem to have worked. No, that was the right instance. I have to be able to see the scroll bar so I can tell when stuff stops working. Oh, there we go. Wait for single object threads. So we know it's going to be main thread. Hotkey thread. We just happen to stop there. That is OBS scripting. That might be the timer. All right, you are waiting on... It's enum sources again. So it's the sources mutex. It's like, yes, I want my code, but I actually want to ultimately get this more fine-grained. Your hotkey stuff. Audio thread. Graphics thread? It's mutex lock, all right. And there's the script lock. But I don't have a video tick anymore. Arr? What? And I should have flagged that. Actually. No, that can't be it. Was it the graphics thread? All right. Yeah, that's video tick. Anybody else? It's a semaphore wait. Defer thread I don't think is an issue. Timed wait has a timeout. That should be fine. Unless it's just sitting there and doing it. That's system stuff. It is an infinite witness semaphore. Uh... Okay, we're never getting there. It's a video update semaphore? That system stuff. We were just in the video thread. Can't get into GDI Plus. Can't get into that. Now, why? Is Videotech calling OBS source Videotech? Now, previously, removing Videotech did fix it. Am I looking at the right script? Oh, no, I had loaded minimal example. So now I want to move back to actual development and see if we can continue on. So we had found that removing Videotech did it before. You should understand why. Go ahead and terminate that. Might as well bring the debugger so I don't have to go find it. Alright, so filters. Tools scripts. We have no... We should have at least... Oh. Is it not able to get audio? Because the other instance is using it? I didn't see that issue before. Or maybe there's just something broken in the current dev build. Oh. Maybe there's a reason that's off right now. Okay. So can I add an explicit audio source? No. Okay. So I can't actually do that in I can't do realistic things with this script in master right now. I could try bumping back to the last stable and rebuilding. But for now, we think that we simply shouldn't have crashes. So if we go into here, get a lot of output. Oh, okay, it's not just video tick. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to build the current version that actually works. Alright, so in my live one, it is 2110. Let's just do this, so we're going to have CMake redo stuff. Step 1, maybe... Are those tags? Yeah. Interesting. So I'm running 2110 and it hasn't offered to update. Wait, I can't check out from here? Unless I like already... Okay, fine. I half wanted to do the old-fashioned way anyway. Okay, I'll just get a new console then. CMake. No, I don't want to do everything. It's a pain to fix my other monitor. Oh, no, what did I bury? Oh, we need CMake. Which hasn't quite properly adapted to having colors changed on it. Oh. All right, so now we're back to chasing in OBS. Chasing deadlocks. Actually hit update title. Update title. All right, generate. Build. Clean everything out. And you know what? I could take a short break. I'll be back in a minute or two. Alright, Windows. Get to you. Try to reorder things. Looks like we had a successful build. Oh. That's why I've got the alarm. Alright, so now let's see what happens. Oh, I forgot to put on portable mode. Oh, well, the file's still there. That may have not been cleaned. Okay. So we were able to add a source, but I'd probably have to trick it into redoing its initial setup in order to get things like automatic desktop audio, automatic mic. Yeah, there we go. So something's broken in master right now. So that means we can actually enumerate sources. Okay. I just want to double check I've got portable on. Build, render, debug. Okay, portable mode, yes. So a typical setup for this is kind of based on this thing. Would be any, if it is live, yell at me. I'm not sure how the podcaster got set there. If all mute, and we can do that with there. All right, so that's our basic setup. Script log, you're saying? Interesting. Well, okay, the one catch here is that I don't know how long it takes in OBS, but performing output takes time. The more time it spends doing something, the larger the window there is for the deadlock. Now, you might be right. There might be some stuff happening in script log, but I've not seen it in my stack traces yet. Okay, well, it's not reproducing now. It did in master. But that, I mean, master wasn't able to load audio sources without crashing, so that could have been something else. Which I suppose by that token I should actually verify that this oh, that is interesting. That probably changes the timing of it. Okay, that's with video filter or video tick. But that's actually, yeah, so it's deadlocks are all about timing. And that changes the timing. But now we can pause and see exactly where that's happening. So it's main thread is doing the script. So it's enum sources. in the load script, which is calling it twice. We can't use you. I don't think it's hotkey. Probably not audio. So it was either video or graphics. Lua source video tick, yeah. So actually, one of the things I was curious about is if we stop debugging and start over. Without the video tick, I need to be able to see the scroll bar. So when I was playing around, I was able to get crashes when I was like trying to isolate individual or it was weirdly variable depending on what things I included in properties. But yeah, I think removing video tick does seem to do it. Now it's interesting that the filter create thing is making it more crashable. That might be useful feedback for somebody who's just trying to get the reproduction. But I might have something where I can... Maybe it was just something in the master branch that was causing the other situation I found. Of course, we also took out this based on your suggestion. Wow, yeah, look at the CPU usage go up while reloading. I don't know if that's a script log or just all the other stuff that's going on. And the alarm fired. All right, well, so that seems like it might have just been an issue in the master branch. Because it appeared that I hit the error again after removing video tick, and it was like actually something in video tick going on. So now we have to change titles again, because now we are in Lua, OBS script. What would we actually be doing now? Yeah, you respond to resize okay. It might lag a little bit. Oh, this is a scaling resize. The real question would be... if we like bumped up the font size... Yeah, still seems to be drawing okay. So now I need to get you. All right, let's drop this for the time being. Do I have anything in notes about this? Okay, that's all that stuff. Really? Oh, that's right. I had this off for a while. But they're... What? Okay, fine. Yeah, so I was playing with lots of stuff earlier. And it doesn't even show me the notification. One of the big problems with this UI is that they don't actually tell you what it was that it blocked. So I'm playing around with controlled folder access. It's a little experimental feature which is not in full release for reasons. It gives me a little bit of peace of mind against ransomware and the like. So git ming64 bin git. That is in program files. System32. Really? That's been the last thing I did. Not even Windows. Program files git ming32. They must have, the new version of Git must have moved all the programs. Which is interesting because I thought Offsite was also in there. What version of OBS is this? Well, it still says 2110, so let's hope that's right. Yeah, alright, so this is documented in the thread now. Or on the forums. Okay, stuff kind of got moved around there. Remove video tick to work around deadlock with scene enumeration and running scripts, running script functions. Okay, so my other setup had a little bit nicer sample setup. So if it's not crashing, we could actually go back to that. So actually, that would be another way to do this. Just make the preview bigger, and now it's easier to see. Let's do a quick check on this, because I hadn't really been playing with the source yet versus the filter. Oh, okay. So I fixed the filter, but not the source. I'm going to get around to updating my title then, I guess. Okay. Done with you, we hope. Or I need to otherwise try and replicate some of that environment. So now let's try doing this. Oh. Yeah, so now with a custom source, all right, it's almost certainly going to be here. Source destroy. A script log in source destroy I found is why is it releasing sources? Oh, because we reloaded, so it had to undefine them. Undef Lua script sources, script unload, script reload. So we're stalled on context, mutex. OBS context data remove in obs.c. Context data remove, source context. Wait, it removes source context and then uses it? Oh no, it removes the data from the context. That's probably what we're doing. Oh, it like unlinks it from a chain. Okay. So it's going to be you, almost certainly. Hotkeys, audio, probably not. That's system. That's system. Update semaphore, probably just saying when's the next frame. Mutex lock. I don't have any video ticks anymore. Did we get a default one? Does it by any chance have a straight up pointer to the name? Wow, there's a lot of stuff on a source. Ew. Yeah, that might be null. How to identify which source this is. Okay. So it's with a custom source. Gets a Lua tick function? Video tick. If not script, if not have func, video tick. So that's just an index then? It tries to lock the script. So video tick has to enumerate sources. You're in a Lua function. Lua script data. So take the script lock. The source definition mutex. Source def mutex. But where's sources mutex? It's the context mutex, which isn't what video seems to be stuck on. This is source destroy. Oh, yep, there's sources mutex. Oh, but we unlock it here. We actually failed on context remove. And yet, we are never leaving this mutex lock. Oh, this is the source definition mutex now. Pay attention. Lua source, yeah, gets the definition mutex. Info video tick. ls is digging into the data, definition mutex. All right, so that's between definition mutex and maybe sources? But we're also in a script. So we have to have taken the script. So it's the source definition mutex. But why is that a deadlock? We do have the sources mutex. Context. So you're locked on context. Do you have context? Well, you're not going to have it there. You're not holding anything. There's sources mutex. Can I scroll, please? Tick sources. Oh, this is graphics thread. So it's doing all the stuff. Tick sources, output frame, render displays. You are holding sources mutex. Data and video text. Source context data. I don't see where. Oh. Okay, script reload. Unload. Nizos, thank you for the host. Welcome. How are you doing today? I have been really frustrated by a crash or a deadlock in OBS. That happens frequently when I reload a script. Well, it's going to be frozen right now. So I have gotten the stuff to compile OBS, so I can actually attach the debugger to it. And I found what I believe is one deadlock case, and I'm trying to track down another because I removed one of the conditions from that, or at least I thought I did. Because in the graphics we do this video tick, which in the other case, where is it? We iterate all the sources, and then we end up having to take a script lock as well on each script. And then in the script, you can also enumerate sources. So you do script lock and then sources lock, and I'm pretty sure that gets a deadlock. I don't know why it's doing this now, because I have removed video tick from my script, so it's not simply sources script anymore. Well, more to the point, it's also during the release process. We're getting locked on context mutex, which I think is like the data associated with each source. So what were you doing, Nizos? So I don't yet understand. Well, I'm assuming that since this is held up, I'd like to make a script for Streamlabs chatbot as a plugin. Streamlabs chatbot. Oh, so they're extendable with Python. That's pretty cool. C++ and everything else. And I'm not sure how to go. That could be the Dar Crow? Maybe? I'm terrible at pronouncing things, but thank you. Yeah, I've done a little Python here and there, but not recently enough to be able to sit down and code it. OBS-wise, I'd rather stick with Lua if possible, just so I don't have to make sure you have that environment. Oh, cool. So this is definitely on definition mutex. The thing is, I'm not seeing this in... So, I mean, maybe I didn't find the right thread. Because this is on definition. I've not seen it using the definition thread in... No, can't get into there, can't get into there. This is probably, yeah, this is like audio stuff, so probably not, because it's a video source. And I'm out of threads. So I don't know who else could be holding the definition lock. Well, okay, so you're stuck on definition mutex. No, wait, graphics. I clicked on the right one, right? Video tick. Oh, before it comes down here and does the video tick lock, it gets the definition mutex. Probably a good reminder. So I'm a level up from where I was before. It gets the sources, which might not be an issue now. It gets the definition. Change that to an action. Oh, okay. So basically people can do little pop-ups or things. Oh, replays. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know there was the OBS script to do it. But that wasn't driven by a chat command. So we find another one between... Wow, so this is actually two different... No wonder I was having trouble nailing it down. It's two different, at least two different bugs. All right, so we've got definition mutex and... But what's the other one? Yeah, that would probably be a little bit nicer. So I see a conflict on... Oh, there's the sources mutex. So I see a conflict on... Well, no, that's definition mutex and context mutex. So you are definitely stuck on context mutex. You are definitely stuck on definition mutex. And I don't see where those are crossing each other. Of course, they do sometimes create little helper functions that might be kind of hiding things. There's the audio sources mutex, which I don't think we're touching. We're here. You're calling a function. Unref. Call func destroy. Oh, okay, there's the definition mutex, undef source type. And the data mutex. So in this case, you might just be able to invert these here to have the same order as tick. All right, well, bug report time. Except although I have removed video tick in my... Oh, because they're not at the point where we're calling into the function. Do have hit some more mutexes in the process of looking. All right, so I guess if we do this in the same order, graphics thread. So we are in graphics thread. Stuck on Lua source definition mutex in OBS Lua source video tick. Where do we find it? No. Oh no, I was in the wrong thread. Because you have definition mutex. But I found another mutex in the other one. In the process of calling here. Yeah, okay, that's not quite it yet. We found where this takes two things. And... oh, that's the script mutex again. There's the definition mutex. Are we iterating script sources here? Lua source def mutex. Where data is a script mutex. So this takes the script mutex. So we hit reload. Welcome back. OBS Lua script unload. Undef Lua script sources. So unload, first thing up is undef the sources. We take the Lua source def mutex. We take the definition mutex and the script mutex. Do some cleanup. You know, I frequently use a dark theme, but then you run into lots of programs that don't handle it. Well, CMake being one of them. It's okay during the daytime. I especially don't like it when it gets darker. Release, destroy, context data remove. Take some sort of context mutex, OBS context data. And this is where it's stalled. Well, all right, I can report what I'm seeing, and maybe somebody else can figure it out. It's 21.1.0, right? Yeah. Because of audio source issues in master. I don't fully understand this one, but am reporting where things are stuck. And I don't see holding sources mutex, but don't see a conflict there. Main thread. All right, so stuck on context, mutex. Yeah, OBS is, from what I've picked up, they prefer C because it compiles much faster, but there is C++ because of Qt and some other things. All right, I'll take a note to look at that later. Yep, I didn't want. Well, should be pretty quick.
Been
Ooh,
grinding
nice.
out till MG2.
Split screen.
Well, I gotta go eat because I'm eating it.
No problem. So, and was Forsaken gonna also hop off?
Yeah, I'm going in.
Okay, so we have 2 spots now, huh?
Yep.
Alright.
Pretty cool. So I need stuck on context, mutex in OBS, context data remove. All right, now we all also holding just leave you just enter context. Okay. Well, I mean, if I didn't want to be distracted sometimes, I wouldn't be streaming. So the whole point is to get out and meet some other like-minded people. So thank you for stopping by. And sometimes people have helped me spot errors and things as well. So we're looking at this. All right, I'm going to need to do source destroy. We briefly hold that. Yeah, I don't see this holding any mutex there. Release doesn't. Not sure what Lua's doing. That's inline call destroy isn't doing anything. All right, so this is the script mutex and the source definition mutex. Also holding the Lua source definition mutex. So I know why you're stuck on this. I don't know why this is stuck. Script mutex, and I'm pretty sure there's more. Oh, wait. That's iterating sources, right? But I don't. There's nothing there that says source mutex to me. Oh, and Lua source def mutex. We're coming back here, so we're not into tick mutex yet. Interesting that it's doing tick mutex, though. And then that's the script unload, and we're kind of back down to here. I see that graphics is stuck on the definition mutex, but I'm not clear why the main thread is stuck on the context mutex. Stuck on held by main. So, I mean, there could be... Why is the... You know, I keep skipping on, like, audio sources, but if they're processing all sources... Okay. Event timed wait. Yeah, it's the audio thread. Video thread. It's on a semaphore. Graphics we looked at. Scripting defer thread. There's a defer call mutex. There's a semaphore wait. GDI plus we can't look at. QT we can't look at. And T we don't look at. Win Wasapi. Voltmeter source. Voltmeter mutex. No, that's a voltmeter, not a... Unless that's like some kind of derived source. Audio CB mutex. Audio mutex. Well, there are multiple threads here. Wait for multiple objects. Yeah, I don't see mutexes there. You're just waiting. Don't have source. Don't have source. Yeah, so that's the extent of my ability. Yeah, so this is kind of the root cause, because if this could finish, then definition mutex would be available. Is there any... Context mutex? Nope, there's like no information about what's holding that. With GDB, that's Linux. The thread holding a mutex. Changing the timing of operations, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a much nicer mutex. There's like data in there. Under Linux, with the NPTL, oh, data.owner, which, at least in this one, we don't have. Do we use that string anywhere else? Oh, and I missed a character. Wow. Data insert. Are the only things that use it by the name context. What are we calling it when we source context? It must be using different names elsewhere. So I think that's removing it from some sort of linked list. Yeah, it's beyond me. All right, report that. Maybe somebody else can figure it out. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing an easy way around this one. Because it's any video source that gets removed by reloading. I mean, maybe it's... Because I didn't have this problem before. So we've got that video render where we started doing this stuff. And then I got my other video render where we draw a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't know which one is causing the problem. Anyway, that's a issue for another day. So we had remaining deadlock with video tick checks before seeing if script has a video tick, and removing a script source context during reload. All right, that's it for the morning for me. I am going to be off the rest of the day. It is time to get groceries and catch up on things in general. Thanks to Nizos for bringing some friends, and also Destructively Phased, SES Dev, Sanic343, Stemmius Leopard, Dog and Lake, Pants is Taken, Cat Knox, Haskin TV, Deadly Tacos, and Oscaras Gaming for hosting me. Let me see if I can recommend anywhere to go next. Hey, and thank you for stopping by. Fitlick? I'm wondering if there's like some I and L things going in there. Let's see. yeah, I did a little scouting yesterday and found. Well, I don't know. I keep a list of people I can host, so I don't always know their hours and stuff really well. But yeah, Mini Wolf is going and programming. It's a game engine. I'm not sure what language offhand. But if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll probably be plugging away. Well, I can develop through this because it's only when you reload, which users don't do. So hopefully I can continue doing something with this in the future. And maybe the bug reports will help. But yeah, I'll be after the afternoon, usually coding in the mornings and games in most afternoons. That's that. Enjoy Mini Wolf. Bye-bye.